Hello and welcome back to All About Russia. My name's Andrew, and in this video we're going to be looking at a question I get asked quite a lot. Another question I get asked quite a lot is where exactly I find the information for my videos. Books are my first point for information whenever I'm researching Russia or its people. Some of my favourite authors here, both for quality of information as well as generally good writing, are W.B.Lincoln, who gives a tremendous account of the Siberian conquest, Anna Reid, who is a fountain of knowledge regarding indigenous Siberian groups, and Isabel de Madariaga, who kind of has more biographies, but still has plenty of contemporary information in her books. What you've probably noticed is that all of these books are in English, which is of course my native language. For Russian-based content, I prefer to go to... I know, it's the source of all misinformation, but hear me out. The Russian Wikipedia, and the English Wikipedia for that matter, has a very cool feature, where statements made are supported by a bibliography with links at the bottom. This means you can often access the original texts that are drawing this information from. This has been a huge help, particularly with some of the smaller ethnic groups of the Russian Federation, as much of the ethnographical work is done primarily in Russian. What I personally find quite interesting is how the narrative changes depending on the source material. For example, when reading Russian sources for my video on the Buryats, they often nudged over the conquest and bribery aspect of the initial Russian-Buryat relationship. This was something mentioned heavily in Mongolian and English sources. Likewise, when researching the Chukchi video, there were large blank spaces in the English literature on this subject. Only the Russian language material filled in these blanks, explaining, for example, why the Chukchi accepted Russian over lordship. In addition to looking at secondary and primary sources in both English and Russian, both on the internet and in book form, another way I like to gather this information is by reaching out to those who have already done so. Both the English and Russian YouTube have a ton of information, and with the rise of English-speaking Russians, more and more of this information is seeping out past that language barrier. What you can sometimes find is that there are claims made in these videos for which there is little or no actual literature to support, and then you're kind of posed into a question of whether this is a primary source and to be accepted as the truth, or whether it's something that should be scrutinised and maybe not included in the video later on. So this was just a quick video of me explaining my research methods and the material I'm drawing this information from, as I know a few of you have made inquiries into this. I will include a comprehensive list of all the material that I have and have access to, so you can kind of have a look yourself and peruse if you're interested, as I know a few of you have asked me about where I'm getting this information from. I hope this video has cleared up some of the mysteries surrounding this channel. Thank you for watching. My name is Andrew. Пока.